Always make the audience suffer as much as possible. If anyone's watched my videos, they'll know that I am a true dedicated member to that cause. Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel. I'm Martin and today we're looking at Rear Window. Now obviously I'm sure you're fully aware, Rear Window is an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Now I've seen Psycho and I've seen Vertigo. I haven't seen, however, this one, Rear Window, which I think is another one of those Hitchcock sort of tentpole movies. That's one of the ones people always go back to. And I also haven't seen North by Northwest, so that would be another one I'm interested in doing as well. And also The Birds. Never seen The Birds either. So there's like three other Hitchcock movies that I'm interested in doing. But I wanted to start with Rear Window, mainly because I've got this lovely box set here. And it's got a bunch of other ones in it that I've not seen. So maybe we can cover some of those as well. But those are the sort of the main ones I wanted to get to in some kind of timely fashion, but we'll spread them out. The Rear Window, I am aware of what the story is. It's been spoofed and parodied, and you know, other movies have basically taken the same idea and done their own thing with it countless times at this point. Like, there's so many movies based on this concept. The one that sticks in my mind is obviously, because I've made this reference in other reactions, but The Simpsons, they've parodied just about everything, and Rear Window is one of the ones that sticks out in my mind with when Bart breaks his leg and the swimming pool and all that nuts stuff. Today we're going to jump into the original movie, Rear Window, and see what it's all about, see what the fuss is about. I'm sure it's worth it because I've loved the other films that I've seen from him, and I'm sure this will be no different. So, without further ado, let's jump into Rear Window. If this is a set, it's really impressive. It must be a set. Like, that's all like a backdrop that they've put in the back there. This is a really insane big set.
Are you over 40? When you wake up in the morning, do you feel tired and run down? Do you have that listless feeling?
He doesn't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. What's this guy doing? He's just sleeping out on the fire escape? Is it? Well, it is a hot day. Oh my god. That's great. Here lie the broken bones of L.B. Jeffries. Don't know where I got the J from. Pulled that right out of my arse. A photographer of disasters and explosions and stuff.
Must be rough on you, thinking me wearing this cast for another whole week.
Well, that 1 week is going to cost me my
He's literally just perving right now. Things are getting heated over there. Some heated discussion going on.
I wouldn't think so deep if I were you. Giving them far too much water.
Oh, it's that kind of neighbor, huh? That...
Why don't you shut up?
she recalled like someone just threw a stone at her.
We become a race of peeping Toms. What people ought to do is get outside their own house and look in for a change.
Well, that's some social commentary for you right there.
You know, I think you're right. I think there is going to be trouble around here.
What kind of trouble?
Lee's a Fremont.
You kidding? She's a beautiful young girl and you're a reasonably healthy young man.
She expects me to marry her.
That's normal.
Reasonably.
want to.
You're reasonable,
What's that
you know?
normal?
She's too perfect. She's too talented. She's too beautiful. She's too sophisticated. Can you imagine her traveling around the world with a camera bum who never has more than a week's salary in the bank?
So you just don't think you're good enough for her or something, I assume?
I need a woman
Just-
who's willing to hold it. Who's willing to go anywhere and do anything.
I can hear you now. Get out of my life, you perfectly wonderful woman. You can go to- Look, Mr.
I mean, has he
Jeffries,
asked
I'm an
her?
educated
Has he
woman,
asked
but
her
I
if
can
she
tell you
would
one
be into
thing.
all that?
When a man and a
Or are you
woman
just
see
assuming
each
it?
other and-
Is this the Lisa Fremont who never wears the same dress twice?
Only because it's expected of her. A steal at $1,100.
1,100.
Jesus Christ.
They ought to list
That's a
that
lot of
dress
money.
on the stock exchange.
Why, we sell a dozen.
Oh my
Thank you
god.
for waiting, Carl. The kitchen's right there.
I get the feeling he's not used to this kind of
Just
expense.
put everything in the oven, Carl, on low. Isn't it time you came home? You could pick your assignment.
You mean leave the magazine?
Yes.
For what?
For yourself and me. Fashions, portraits. When I don't laugh,
That's not his thing. That's not his
What I'm
thing.
afraid of.
He likes the adventure of life. As fashion shoots, probably not his thing.
Guess I'd better.
What's happening? I can't tell what's going on here. Just that she's laughing at him for some reason. Hey, it's Hitchcock. There he is, fixing the clock.
Where's that wonderful music? It's almost as if it were being written especially for us.
No wonder he's having so much trouble with it.
Wow. Way to say completely the wrong thing in the wrong moment.
Lisa?
Jesus.
This is like being a tourist on an endless vacation.
Okay, now that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
It's ridiculous to say that it can only be done by a special private little group of anointed people.
I can back it up if you just shut up for a minute.
But if your opinion is as rude as your manner, I don't think I care to hear it.
Oh, come on, now simmer down. In this job, you carry one suitcase. Your home is the available transportation. You don't sleep very much. You bathe less.
If you don't have to be deliberately repulsive just to impress me, I'm wrong.
Deliberately repulsive. I'm just trying to make it sound good.
They're clearly two people with very different ideologies in terms of what life is, especially in terms of his job.
So that's it. You won't stay here, and I can't go with you.
It would be the wrong thing.
I mean, he's not giving her much of a
No, it
chance
doesn't seem so.
to prove that she could do a trip somewhere, to be fair.
I'm in love with
But
you.
equally, she's not being very open-minded about
I'd just like to be part of
what
it.
he likes about his job, where she thinks, why can't you just take
Waiting to
these
find out
kinds of
whether I
pictures?
can be part of it is to-
And it's not really the way it works.
Well, when am I going to see you again?
Not for a long time. Not until tomorrow night.
Ah, dear. I get it. They both want very different things. But at the same time, they're not giving each other enough of a chance to prove certain aspects about who they are to each other. Which just leads to this. No, that looked wrong. Okay, it's not that. It's the opposite of this. It's what's happening. He's having a rough time, this guy, it seems like. He can't quite get the music down. What the hell is this guy doing? Oh my god, the dogs! That doesn't seem safe.
He went out several times last night in the rain carrying his sample case.
Well, he's a salesman, isn't he?
Well, what would he be selling at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Flashlights. Styles for watches. House numbers that light
Oh god. The dialogue is very just sharp in this. Like, it just comes out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
And delivered with aplomb every time it happens.
Get away from there. He'll be after you. Go on. Into the house. Into the house. Shh. Shh. Goodbye, Mr.
Save
Jeffrey.
the dog.
Tomorrow.
No dead dogs, please. I've already watched enough movies on this channel where a dog dies. We don't need this as well.
Take those binoculars out of the case and bring them here, will you?
He's upgrading. He's leveling up.
I can smell it. Glad when they
Perception
crack that
plus
hatch
2.
and I can
Here we
get out
go.
of here.
Looms into the shadows. I would be way too nervous of like someone seeing me at my window with binoculars. Like, it's not like these buildings are far apart from one another. That's a fucking big saw. And that knife looks pretty fucking dangerous too. It's equipped. They've still got their blind closed. They must be up to no good. Oh, hello.
Why does a girl have
Kiss and made up, have
before you
we?
notice it?
What's interesting about a butcher knife and a small saw wrapped in newspaper, huh?
Maybe he's just cutting up some
Why
beef,
hasn't he been in
okay?
his wife's bed? Just how would you start to cut up a human body?
Jeff,
Hello, woman I love. How would you cut up a
you
body?
scare me a little. What makes you think there's something the matter with
A
her?
lot of things. She's an invalid. She demands constant care. Yet neither the husband or anybody else been in to see her all day. Why?
She could be sleeping under sedatives. He's in there now. There's nothing to see.
I need to see what's going on.
Seen bickering and family quarrels.
Do you think a murderer would let you see all that? That he wouldn't pull the shades down and hide behind them?
Just where he's being clever.
She brings up a good
and
point.
that's where you're not being
She brings up a very good
A
point.
murderer.
What the fuck is going on here? I am kind of liking the sort of thematic visual element that obviously he's a photographer and, you know, and he captures people's lives in frames, and all the windows are like literal frames into all these people's lives that he's looking at. I'm wondering where this is going now. If he actually has done anything or not, because we saw him leave when
Now look,
Jeff
Philip,
was
it's just
asleep.
something I
We
can't
saw
tell you
him
over
leave
the telephone.
with
You have to be here
a
and see the
woman,
whole setup.
but we didn't see who the woman
Well, it's
was.
probably nothing.
Thanks.
I figured a good detective would jump at the chance at something to detect.
Happens to be my day off.
Well, I usually took my best pictures on my day off.
He's just so excited to be a part of something. He just likes trouble.
Just where do you suppose he cut her up? Of course, the bathtub.
I'm trying to eat my
That's the only
bacon here,
place where we could
please.
have washed.
Like, that literally could be anything.
Hold everything.
Don't do anything foolish.
I'm just gonna get the name off that freight truck.
I'll keep an eye on the alley.
He's managed to get everyone involved. Everyone's involved in this investigation now, or based on a hunch and a prayer.
That salesman wouldn't just knock his wife off after dinner and toss her in the trunk and put her in storage. Well, I think you saw something. There's probably a very simple explanation for it.
For instance,
That's where I'm at the minute.
Wife took...
I feel like I should believe him because he's the protagonist, but also I think he's jumped to some pretty big conclusions based on very little evidence. And I think it's more to do with him being cooped up in this apartment where he's used to the world of adventure. Don't hurt that dog. Don't do it.
Get along.
Okay, we're good. We're safe. Because the dog's never been digging that shit up before. Something's going on with that. Mark my words. There is something in the flower bed.
She never left the apartment.
Where is
Till
she?
yesterday
The
morning,
icebox? What time?
6 a.m.
about the time I fell asleep.
Yep, we saw that. He was asleep. They left. But I won't be surprised if that's some kind of red herring.
What do you do? Are you interested in solving this case or in making me look foolish?
Well,
Bit
it's
both.
possible both.
Yeah.
Do a good job, Bob. Go over there and search Thorwald's apartment. It must be knee-deep in evidence.
I can't do that even if he isn't there. I'd like to remind you of the Constitution. A phrase, search warrant.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't just walk in and be like, any murder evidence around here? Any dead wife bits lying around? Oh god! Between the itches he can't quite reach and the potential murder, he's having a tough week. The look he gave that car. But I'm gonna deck this car. Start a fight with it. He's been making these phone calls. When he made the first phone call, the wife was laughing at him about it for some reason. She's now vanished, although we saw him leave with a woman in the morning. We don't know who. And now he's going through her purse. There are certainly pieces of a puzzle here. I just don't know if they're the conclusion that our boy Jeffrey here is coming to.
This is a suitcase?
Well, a marked crossover night case, anyway.
Oh,
Compact, but ample enough.
look at this. Isn't that amazing?
He's so impressed.
My feminine intuition.
Vacuum sealed, baby.
I'll go along with that.
Where does a man get inspiration to write a song like that?
Well, he gets it from the landlady once a month.
I mean, like the kitchen and make us some coffee.
Oh, and some brandy, too, huh?
Give me the alcohol. More alcohol. Jesus Christ, how many people can he fit in there?
Careful, Tom.
there's some weird vibes in this movie. There really is.
Yeah, it's right here.
What about the knife and the saw?
Did you ever own a saw?
What, at home in the garage, I had...
How many people did you cut up with?
I mean, it's a valid question.
109.
You mean you're through with the case?
There is no case to be through with, Miss Freeland.
I mean, he did everything he could, and apparently has found nothing. But he came in acting really shady. He walked in like,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
there's stuff happening here.
Well,
And then was like, nope, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Hey, look at this. Lonely Heart has brought someone home. Let's hope it goes well. Again, I'm getting some weird vibes. Yeah, this is why. This is why I'm getting those weird vibes. Well, I feel like I jinxed this whole thing by saying, let's hope this goes well.
You and me with long faces, plunged into despair because we find out a man didn't kill his wife. We're two of the most frightening ghouls I've ever known.
That's a good point. I really wanted him to kill his wife. That's what I really wanted to be the truth.
What do you think?
well,
Say something nice. Don't fuck it up.
Yes, I like it.
Bravo. Bravo. Oh god. What the fuck? Well, that ruined the moment, didn't it? Is the dog dead? Please don't say the dog's dead. I swear to God, if the dog is dead. Oh my, as if. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that the dog died.
It's dead. It's been strangled. The neck is broken.
I actually can't believe it. I can't believe that this has happened. Every movie, every goddamn movie I've done on this channel where there's a dog, it has died. Oh my god. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew the dog was out of this film. The moment I saw that dog, I was like, well, they've already killed a baby. Dog's next. Swear to God, if the dog's dead already. Oh my god. If the dog is legitimately dead already. Well, I'm upset. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm talking to this guy and the movie. Yeah, you shouldn't have done it. You should not have done that.
In the whole courtyard, only one person didn't come to the window. Look.
He's sinisterly smoking in the darkness as that whole thing unfolded.
Wanted to kill him because it knew too much.
Because the dog knew too much. Because it kept digging up the flowers. I'm telling you. The goddamn flower bed. There's something there. What have you done with your wife? Oh, okay. That makes more sense to do it that way. He's gonna try and, like, scare him into making a mistake, I suppose.
You did it, Thorwald. You did it.
It's probably like, the fuck? The fuck does this even mean? I'm just waiting for there to be a twist in the tale somewhere, like, it can't all be as obvious as what Jeffries thinks it is, and it can't be something as obvious as it not, like, being what he thinks it is. It's gotta be something in the middle, right?
Wasn't that close? What was his reaction? I mean, when he looked at the note.
Well, it wasn't the kind of an expression that would
He's so proud. He's so proud of her, like, adventure.
Meet me in the bar at the Albert Hotel. Do it right away. Now, come on, quit stalling, Thorwald, or I'll hang up and call the police. I'll be looking for you.
Well, it seems like it's gonna work. There he goes. Oh, this is risky. This is a big old risk, this. Oh no, don't do this.
Lisa, what are you doing?
Don't do this. This is... If this couldn't be any more risky than it already was, let's just add parkour to the mix. With high heels on. Jesus. He's back. He's back. Come on. Someone pay attention.
Look, a man is assaulting a woman at 125 West 9th Street, second floor, at the rear. No, make it fast. Please.
This is not good. I mean, you've called the police. You can't really do anything else.
She's a smart girl.
Smart girl, she'll get herself arrested.
It'll get her out of there, won't it?
It's true. It's probably the best way to get out.
Look, the wedding ring.
That's not good. That's not good. He knows. He knows. Oh, that's
Turn
weird.
out the lights. All right, now hurry up, will you? This fella knows he's being watched. He's not gonna wait around forever. Hurry up.
If that ring checks out, we'll give him an escort. So long, Jeff.
So long. Hello, Tom. I think Thorwald's left. I don't see... Hello.
Well, this is creepy. The tone has just completely changed. Reload, reload.
Lisa! Doyle!
Run, 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 run. Go! You're beating up a wheelchair, man. This isn't fair. Oh my god! I thought he was dunking him out the window. Oh, he is dunking him out the window. Jesus!
Creel! Give me a 38!
That would have been a risky shot. Oh my god. Oh.
You got enough for a search warrant now?
Oh, yeah, sure.
He said the dog got too inquisitive, so he dug it up. It's in a hat box over in his apartment.
Okay, that makes
Wanna look?
that
No
makes
thanks,
sense.
I don't want any part of it.
I was gonna say he wouldn't have left it there after the dog tried to dig it up. Well, after all that, he did murder his wife. I was for sure thinking that there was going to be some twist, but nope, it was exactly as he said it was. It's as if that man has been removed from this neighborhood and all is well. And she's getting ready for adventures and also the fashion. She's got both, best of both worlds. Everything has come up gravy. Don't know if that's a saying, but I'm going with it. Okay, that was the reaction to Rear Window. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. Helps me know you liked it. And also consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. But for right now, we're going to talk about Rear Window. I really enjoyed that. I think I did get caught up in the... I'm expecting some kind of twist in the tale, but something along the lines of Jeffrey's kind of obsession for adventure had sort of gotten the better of him, and everything wasn't going to be quite as what he saw it to be. I figured there would be some twist, but no, it turned out to be exactly what he thought it was. It turned out that the man murdered his wife, and he pieces it together in his head, and that's what it was. But I do think the film played up on the idea of setting up that this guy, he's not a natural at sort of just sitting around recovering and all that stuff. Like he has a absolute desire and need for something adventurous, something perilous, you know, anything. And I feel the film does play with that and tries to get you to think that maybe everything isn't as you see, and maybe it is what you see, and all those kind of elements. But I really enjoyed it. I think there's probably a good chance a lot of this reaction is just going to be me laughing because the dialogue was so snappy and just really just good, and the performances and delivery of it were again just very good and sharp, and just the whole thing was very witty and quick. And I think that was really my favorite element of the movie. Of course, there's some great visual stuff. I said in the reaction, like, there is this great thematic visual of a photographer looking through the frames, literal window frames of people's lives, and trying to piece together what their lives are and understand them in the way that a photographer who covers like humans in perilous situations and is trying to understand the story of that place that they're taking a photo of, and it's just how that mindset kind of works. And I wouldn't claim to be an expert, but it is something that I studied at college, and it is, that sort of element of it did kind of speak to me in that way, that you're constantly trying to think of how does a photograph tell a story in a still image. And movies are essentially a bunch of photographs stuck together, moving, and it creates a moving image. And it felt like an actual marriage of those two art forms in a lot of ways, which I appreciated a lot as well. But overall, I felt like the movie was really, like, at its center was just about relationships, friendships, and all that kind of stuff, like the jostling between what people's wants are, and then it just has this kind of murder mystery in the middle of that, and it's like the thing that keeps things moving forward. But the very early portion of the film was just all about how our main character and his partner and what their relationship was, how they don't get along in certain aspects, and how they're clashing on certain elements. And then as the film progresses, like, she proves that, hey, I'm perfectly capable of doing this stuff. I'm perfectly capable of putting myself in danger for a good cause if I feel like it is the right cause. And it was good. I did think, like, early on in the film when they were having these arguments, that he wasn't really giving her a chance to prove that she could handle it. He was just kind of assuming, because she's from a wealthy background and she deals with, the city life and fashion and all this, she wasn't given her due as someone who could have an adventurous spirit. And over the course of the film, obviously, she proved her desire for that as much as he has it. But then at the end of the film, it was a nice little tie-up of, you can have both things. You don't have to just be like a single-minded, this is what it is, and this is how I live my life, and I don't stray from it. I cannot do anything else other than this. And it was nice that we sort of ended on that kind of note of, well, you can be both things. You can do both things, enjoy both things, and still be yourself at the end of the day. It might have been nice that our main character had that as well, because he doesn't really evolve or change at all. He is a guy who has a particular view set. I mean, he definitely changes his view on his partner's ability. He changes his opinion on that side of it, but he doesn't really change in of himself. Like, he doesn't, like, she proposed to him saying, well, why don't you take time to just do photography work in the city? Work with me, I can get you things. And, he just completely bats that off and says, no, I do not do that. That is not what I do. And it would have maybe been nice that for both of those characters to sort of compromise in that way and maybe find some happiness in both of their lifestyles, as it were. But no, overall, the film is just very, very good. There's a reason Alfred Hitchcock has the reputation he has. He is very good at telling stories visually, and I loved that, a lot of the score of the movie was just being provided by a guy who's a pianist and who would have a band round, and sometimes there was actual scoring in the movie, but then a lot of it was just coming from the guy playing the piano in the apartment, which was nice. It just felt like everything had a sort of connective tissue to what was going on, either emotionally or something that was like an element of the main characters and what they thought and felt. And like, this whole neighborhood was just like either like a metaphor or like a visual representation of something that they were thinking in some way. All that stuff was really good. I liked all of that. I can't believe the dog died. I thought I was safe. I was like, this movie, like, it's in this early portion of filmmaking where you wouldn't ever even dream of killing a dog in a movie like that. You would never do that. Surely I'm safe from this happening in this. Nope, absolutely not. Dog dies. I'm like, there's a reason every time we do a movie when a dog shows up in it, I'm fully expecting that dog to die. Like, I don't know why. Like, it seems to be just the purpose of having a dog in your movie, just to kill it off in some way, to add some tension and threat to what's going on. Like, it is a way of signaling there is something sinister. So I don't know. I don't know if I should keep my optimism for future movies if I see a dog. But no, as I say, overall, super enjoyed the movie. I look forward to doing some more Hitchcock stuff in the future. Let me know any recommendations that you guys would like. There's certainly some I already have in my head, but I'd love to hear from you guys to what other ones you might like a reaction to and a review to and all that stuff, and see how we go. But other than that, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. It's the best way to let me know that you're enjoying the content, and it also helps this video get seen by more people, and you won't miss any future content if you do subscribe, so that's always a good thing. Other than that, as I say, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next.